is going on, guys? Jack95 Gamer here, and I'm back with episode 71 of my Queen's Park Rangers career mode. And before getting to this episode, guys, if you could smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it, and it means I will upload again tomorrow. So, going into this episode here, we counter off with Valencia of 15 million for Simone Scuffet, and we still our team out ready for the game at Loftus Road against Hull. And Hull are, you know, at the start of the season, I didn't think they'd be that bad of a team, but they are turning slowly into a bogey team for us, you know. Whenever we play them, they give us a really good fight, and they've even beaten us a couple of times. So we need to beat Hull at Loftus Road. This fixture last season was a 2-1 Hull win, or a 2-0 Hull win. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we know the team have to be strong in this one. They've got a good set team, and Soriano was the man that scored the goal. That put us out of the match, you know, last time. So that is going to be difficult. You know, it's going to be difficult in itself, but I'm hoping we can get a result in this one. And 10 minutes in, it will be the Bill Bennett that lines up a free kick, a long one. He pumps it into the box, and it tracks all the way from Vieira to Kieran Trippier, who nods it in to get his first goal for the club just 9 minutes into his debut. Kieran Trippier, what a goal that is, and what a start it is for Queen's Park Rangers. The travelling Hull City fans in the background are absolutely stunned. They can't believe they conceded a goal like that. Great header on from Vieira, and a great header from Kieran Trippier to make it 1-0 to the R's, and that is fantastic. You take nothing away there from Kieran Trippier. That finish was exquisite, and that is his 10th, well, that's his first goal in the 10th minute of the game there. That would be weird if it was his 10th goal of the season already. Khan Ahan gives the ball away in a sleeve position, falls to Robertson, falls back to Thomas Ince. Ince does really well to get away from his man there, gets his shot, it comes off of Robertson, falls Castiles in there, and it does become 1-1. Hull City back on terms there with Andrew Robertson, and it was a lucky goal, but you know, Ince done all the work, and I can't believe he ain't going to get credited for the goal because it did come off the leg of Robertson. So that is his goal. That's his first in the BPL this season. Another defender gets the goal, and it's all square here at Loftus Road. Into the second half now, Myler picks up the ball, puts the ball over the top to El Mohammadi. What can he do? El Mohammadi onto the ball, crosses it in. He finds Quinn. Quinn heads it back to Hernandez, way over the bar there, and Hull missed an opportunity. As we come forward, Vieto puts the ball into Anthony Marshall. What can he do, the Frenchman? He's on his debut too. Cuts the ball back, plays it into Vieto. Vieto plays it into Emre Can, and that's going always wide and nowhere near the target there. Piatti trying to chase El Mohammadi down again, where he plays it inside to Hernandez. Hernandez plays it into Mo Diame. Diame's got the space, gets his shot away, and that is diabolical goalkeeping from Castiles there as Hull take the lead 2-1. Like the reverse fixture last season, Hull have done it again, and that is just a terrible goalkeeping from the goalkeeper there. That is enough to get you that's enough to get you sold in this transfer window. You know, just doing stuff like that, that is just terrible. As we go from defensive to balance to attacking, we look to change our fortunes. Vieto with the shot from range, nothing doing there. The game remains at 2-1. We bring on Daniel Sturridge now. Lopez comes on, and also Matt Phillips to try and get a bit of pace and a bit of flair into the team, so we can hit Hull here, because they're going to be defending this lead for their life now. But they would come forward yet again to look and get a third. In search for a third, they win the ball back in. They cross it in to find Quinn with an overhead kick, but that is way wider than the mark, and that was never troubling us. As the game's coming to an end now, we look to win it back, but it falls to Quinn yet again, who's hidden everywhere for Hull. Finds El Mohammadi. What can he do? He finds Hernandez. Hernandez onto the ball, plays it square to Ince with the shot, and oh my word, that would have been a great goal right found the back of the net there. 85 minutes in now. It's Phillips onto the ball. He finds Khan Ahan. Ahan plays it into Sturridge with the shot. Drags it wide, and it's not looking like we're going to get this goal back, is it, guys? 90th minute. This is the last chance saloon. Trippier plays in Matt Phillips. Matt Phillips dodges the challenge. It's Matt Phillips. He crosses the ball in. He finds Sturridge. Back of the net. 2-2. Queen's Park Rangers in the 90th minute have stolen a draw here. And that is not what you should be saying, you know. Stolen a draw against Hull City when you're the champions, but we have McGregor, no chance in there. I believe it was McGregor, and Daniel Sturridge is celebrating his 4th goal of the season. What a player he's been, you know. He's come on and he's completely changed the game here. Abel Hernandez walks off disappointed. Hull feel they should have got 3 points, but Daniel Sturridge nicked it away to share a point between two sides there. 2-2 the final score, and we get our first draw of the season. And as you can see, it was a pretty even game. Both teams, I'd say, probably did deserve to get the draw, but we just got lucky right at the end there. So that was good to see. Hull City again being the bogey team for us. Kieran Trippier picks up man of the match with an 8.3 rating, 90% passing and not 100% shooting, 57% tackling. Makes him a good all-round player for us at the moment. Valencia come back for a deal for Scuffet, and they say 17 million, we say 35 mil. And we say back to that. Hopefully they won't say nothing. Moving on though, Leroy Fer comes into the office, says he's concerned, sorry, and he about the speculation surrounding him and wants to give him another chance to prove. And he was always in my first team plans. I don't know where he was getting that idea from. Valencia come back saying the price tag's too much for Scuffet. They don't think they're going to be able to get him, which don't bother me at all. I want to keep him at the club. And another transfer news, we do send Jack Robinson away on loan to Brighton. So we wish him the best, and hopefully he has a strong season there and gets better. Into transfer deadline day, an A.F.C. buying coming for 43.5 million bid for Daniel Sturridge. I say 70.5 million and see what they say back. They do come back with 56 million. I reject that offer. I don't want to sell Daniel Sturridge with the form he's been on this season. And I'm well aware I could have probably bought Aguero, maybe even Suarez for that kind of money, but I don't want to do it just yet. So anyway, guys, that is the end of the January transfer, not the January transfer window, the summer transfer window. As you can see, not many teams have bought big. You know, Chelsea was sold big. Crystal Palace ain't bought big. Everton have bought big with Tielemans and Rondon and Barkley at. Hull haven't really spent that big either, 5.5 million. 3 million only spent by Leicester City, but you know, you could argue that was good business done by them. Austin Hardy into 33.5 million spent by Liverpool, 9.5 million spent by City, getting youngsters in that like Grealish and Benu Mazart. United haven't really spent, but they've lost Jones. Newcastle have just sold Campbell. Forest haven't really done a lot, and they ain't got D Cuadrado in. We've spent 33.2 million with joint top spenders with Liverpool up there, and we sold 9.8 mil. So you know, that's good to see. Nothing done by Stoke and Spurs. You know, Sunderland have done a little bit, Swansea have done a little bit. So have West Brom. West Ham got Young Suk Young in and Heldon, so they've spent around about 10 million this transfer window. But that is an end to it, guys. We're going to the European qualifiers, and our first game here against Portugal. We do sim this, and the games we do play, guys, I'm not sure if you want to see the qualifiers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just from there going to show the goal highlights until you tell me different. So the game goes at 1-1. And, you know, I'll be happy with a 1-1 draw against a team like Liverpool, like Portugal, sorry. But Sturridge does eventually make it 2-1, continues his red-hot form in front of goal. And, you know, as we push into the end of the game, it's looking like that is how it's going to finish, you know. As we push on, 5 minutes left to go, it does finish at 2-1. We get a big 3 points in our World Cup qualifier there, which is good to see. And Belanda comes into the office after that game, or club news, and he says he wants to discuss wages with the club, which I've got no problem with doing. And I do go straight into a contract offer with him, offer him a 1-year deal extension with 50 grand a week, 20% clean sheet bonus, and see what he says to that. Hopefully he does accept it, because I want him at the club, you know, why wouldn't I? We're going to a game here against Wales. This is the team I'm going for. Townsend, Walcott, Delph, Morrison, Henderson, Smalling, and Defoe all make the bench, and the starting lineup is, as you can probably guess, Sturridge, Welbeck, Rooney, Barkley, Sterling, Wilshere, Jones, Cahill, Walker, Baines, and Joseph Hart. Rooney captaining the side. So it is England versus Wales. It is going to be a big game, this one, and I can't wait to get into the action. It is all goal highlights, this one, guys, until you guys tell me different. So, going into this one, it is England versus Wales. Wales picked up a point against Greece last time they played, and Portugal and Denmark lost as Finland beat Denmark, which is a bit of a weird one because they was the worst team in our group in Euros, sorry, not Europa. So, Wales, good team. Ramsey and Bale are obviously the dangers. Ledley and Allen are really good DMs to hold deep. So, we're going to be on our highest guard here. Barkley onto the ball though. He does find Wayne Rooney. Rooney finds Sterling. Sterling plays a great through ball into Daniel Sturridge. Can he get it past Price? Of course he can. 1-0 to England. 13 minutes in, and it's the best start possible for us. You know, that would take a lot out of the sails of Wales. They can't believe it. What a ball through from Sterling. 2 ex-Liverpool teammates linking up, and what a finish that is from Daniel Sturridge. No chance for Price in there, who has been kind of a pain in our backsides at Crystal Palace in goal for us. You know, he's been the reason for so many draws. I think he's the reason we only picked up 2 points against Palace last season. Rooney picks up the ball here, puts the ball over the top for Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge through on goal again, under the legs of Price. 2-0 to England, and start the second half there. You know, that's good to see. Daniel Sturridge celebrating on Wales turf. 2 goals now. That's 3 goals in the World Cup qualifiers. He has been on red hot form. He is definitely a hot package this season for strikers, and look at that. That finish just shows it. You know, he's got that striker's instinct, and he is incredible. Injury-free season. We're hoping for Daniel Sturridge, and you know, the sky's the limit for him this season if he continues this kind of form. Domestically and internationally, he has just been incredible. Rooney picks up a free kick here. With 15 minutes left to go, here steps up Rooney. 3-0 to England. What a free kick that is. No chance for Price in net, and Wales are being demolished here. great finish there from Wayne Rooney. And, you know, I could have put Leighton Baines on that, but I felt really confident with Rooney's free kicks. And of course, it pays off because that is a finish and a half. Look at that. No chance for Price in net. And England are celebrating their third goal of the game. And it's hoping we can keep a clean sheet now, you know, and keep it as a whitewash. That is what I'm hoping for. As we come forward on the counter-attack, 87 minutes in, Welbeck gets played through. Daniel Sturridge at the bottom of your screen here, in for a hat-trick. It's Sturridge. Is he going to get the hat-trick? Of course he is. 4-0 England, and that is the game wrapped up with just 2 minutes left to go. And like I said, that is a finish and a half from Daniel Sturridge. What a player he is, and like I said, he's one of the best players in the team at the moment, and I would not put anyone in over the top of him because Daniel Sturridge is in the form of his life. What a finish that is. No chance for Price, just bends the ball around him. 4 goals in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. That's really good to see. He's on red hot form, and that'll be how the game finishes, guys. So England do walk out of here with a 4-0 win against fellow, you know, neighbours, Wales there. Disappointed for them, you know, not to get on the score sheet or not even attack us really. And, you know, it was a great performance all around. As you can see, there's the match stats, you know. 8 shots to our 7, and no, they had a bit more possession, but guys, we absolutely dominated them. Believe me when I say that, them shots, them match facts are deceiving. Tell me that. I'm telling you that for a fact. 9.2 rating for Daniel Sturridge. He was in the form of his life. It doesn't matter though, we got the 4-0 win, and I'll leave you guys looking at the squad report. So, if you did enjoy this episode, guys, make sure you do hit that like button, you know. I've really appreciated it, and I've hit the amount of likes I want to hit. I'll upload again tomorrow. If you're new around here, guys, and you feel like I deserve to subscribe, then thank you very much. I do upload FIFA content daily, except from on Sundays, so I hope that's enough to sway you towards subscribe. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at Jack95Gamer. Link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a really nice day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.